Alright, I think I hit the first button. Looks like it. And yes, we've got our buttons hit. Alright, I think I hit the first button. Welcome to Space Engineers in the Afternoon. I'm the Blind Gaming Guy. On Tuesday we did some fun clang stuff. Today we're going to set ourselves up for a playthrough of Space Engineers. We're going to do some things I've never done, including going after the Prototech. But most notably, we are going to be preparing for the economy update going out May 4th. So, we are going to be putting in very little changes. As you can see, very little over here so far. Keep our ships from shooting itself. Ore detector, because I can't figure out how to use that other mod. Which I would rather do, but I can't figure it out because I just can't see it, I guess. I'm not planning on doing a resource nodes build. I don't think that's what we want to do here. No, we definitely want sneaky sounds. We definitely want sleep mod. I want the colored HUD. Textured build states. Not going to do water mod. I would like to use production quota, but last time I tried it didn't work right. Seismic surveying is the mod I just cannot seem to get to work for me. I see other people use it just fine, but I cannot make it work. Anyway, so actually we don't want that one. Advanced welding gives us the ability to cut the individual blocks out without cutting them down. Also the ability to weld using weld pads. Concrete, this would be just for base building. Block picker, build info, build vision. These are quality of life mods that I pretty much don't play without. Colorful icons makes it where I can determine things better than I can if they're all the same color. NPC takeover, just this means when we go after ships with the new update that we won't have to grind every block. We can grind out specific blocks like remote controls. For cooperative NPC takeover to give you the grid, you have to, let's see, it's remote controls, control seats, turrets, cryopods, med bays, survival kits. All that has to be taken control. You have to get all of that before you gain control of the ship. Food radar is a new mod, one I have never used before, but I thought we might try it. It's supposed to give us a way to find the naturally growing food on the planet, so we'll see how that works. Force dynamic grids. This just means when we cut something down from a base, it will fall rather than stay in the air because it hasn't been converted to station. This does the convert to station things for us. HUD compass, so we don't get lost on planets. A huge wind turbine. This gives us another a wind turbine option. interior turrets. This reverts interior turrets so they don't one-shot you every time. This lets us move things by hand. These give us better spotlights and searchlights. This gives us yet another wind turbine option. Actually closer to what they're saying the wind turbine Space Engineers 2 will be, which makes me happy. No ship-friendly fire means that our turrets won't be dumb enough to blow us up. Even if they do shoot us, we won't take damage from it. And as said, the Ur Detector Plus is because I can't get seismic surveying to work. I would rather use it, but I can't. I just can't get my eyes to make it work for whatever reason. And I'm sure it's a vision thing, not a mod thing. So that's why we're using all the mods that we've picked. Let's take all that vanilla as can be. I leave the alone even. Don't mess with those. Leave the weather. Leave sun rotation, radiation. Day durations, normal time, astronaut amount, normal, everything. Vanilla. Oh, nope, we want this turned on. Solar radiation intensity affects you in space, so you have to stay in shade or you get radiation, so important if you want to have the full functionality of the game. I hate playing with progression on, but I kind of almost feel like we should. Fine, I'll leave it on. Jetpack, auto respawn, auto heal, airtight, definitely respawn, spot with tools. Food consumption again, completely vanilla settings, not changing any of that. Cargo ships, definitely want these on because these are the things that will change with the economy that we can't wait to see. Happens on May 4th. All of that's the same. I almost feel like we should change and raise the encounter density. But we do not want to blow ourselves up with rockets. And we probably should leave it on just in case. Never mind. Destructible blocks. I don't use controller, so that's not an issue. Spectator camera. Tool shake. We do not want tool shake. That messes some things up. Alright, we want to be able to have all of these things. We do not want that one. Alright. And this is going to be our Prototech hunting. It's going to be the Prototech Hunter series. There we go. There we go. And off we go. As I said, this is going to be a new series. The goal is going to be to go from starting on Earth-like, visiting every planet, and having the having visited every planet and having obtained all the Prototech blocks. Now, like I said, the Economy Update 2 happens on May 4th, which is, a great day for all computer people because, May the 4th be with you. But, because of that, we will be in good shape, probably getting to be just about ready to leave the planet when that drops, which will put us in great shape to actually get out and explore the economy system in the game. Good afternoon to you as well, Scott. As I said, we're going to drop on Earth-like. And respawn. And hopefully we don't get a terrible respawn. As there are some. Nice, definitely could be worse. Prefer to see ice, but sharp left. Ooh, I actually see magnesium already. Nickel, magnesium, more nickel. We're going in the right direction for what I was saying. Yes. So far we see nickel and magnesium. Let's see, what do we see? Whoa! Some silicon. Check the ore detector out. And switch that up for that. Oddly enough, that silicon is actually going to be fairly important. Alright. But it doesn't really matter until... What do we have? We have some kelp crispies to get us started. Over here we have magnesium and nickel. And silicon. Alright, fine. We'll stop right here. GPS, new from current. And this is nickel, silicone, and magnesium. And we should do yell dash in front of everything on here. EL is an Earth-like. Since we are planning on being on every planet, that will matter. We'll know which ones to turn on, which ones to turn off. According to the station it gave me is this direction, so we'll head that direction while we look. Yeah, I thought so. We'd have that look that food has. And yes, food has a typical look that distinguishes it from other foliage for some reason. Well, we may I think we need to get some stone. We are going to set a few ground rules up too. And it's going to have to do with stone mining. We will try to minimize the amount of stone mining we do. Because you can do a lot with just a big drill and stone. Matter of fact, you can pretty well negate your need for most forms of, or most of the exploration on Earth-like by doing that. Get some more magnesium over here. Some more silicon. Ice. That's important, especially if we don't find a so new from current. Earth-like. This has silicon, magnesium, and honestly, ice should be on here first. So if we can't find a ice lake, having access to a buried source of ice is going to be a requirement because of the need for food now. Having played a few of them, a few playthroughs with food now, I understand that trying to survive using kelp crisps alone is, well, tedious. Is that a fruit? No, it's not. Ooh, we got too much speed. How fast are we again? There's fruit. For real fruit. See how it's a different color? And it shrinks when you get close to it? Is that a ice lake? If it is, that's where we want to head. That looks like an ice lake to me. Well, that's where I want to go. Negative to an ice lake is no food on the lake itself. The positive is all the hydrogen we will ever need and all the ice for farming we will ever need. And I am seeing iron and gold here where we're coming down. So we're in great shape. Provided, of course, the terrain does not get so rough we can't make it down the hill. Oh. That's steep. But it looks like... yes. And there's cobalt right there. We have iron and cobalt right here. Let's see what else we find as we're driving. The ice lake should be pretty smooth, and we should be able to zoom out and really get a look. And 200 meters is still a long way to cobalt. This is a big ice lake. I'm seeing some silicon, magnesium and nickel under the ice. And get rid of this one. And this one, because we won't be going for either one of those now. View from current. Earth-like. Ice. Lake. Silicon. Magnesium. And nickel. Now if we can find ourselves some iron and cobalt, we'll be in great shape. And I'm zoomed out all the way for that to look for those black spots like you were seeing there. These black spots indicate ore deposits on ice. Pretty sure I see some, right? There. I definitely do. What are they? You have to be kidding me. This is definitely an ore pack. There they come up. Good grief. Silicon. Magnesium. Or silicon and magnesium. $300 to iron, which means it's up underneath the surface. It's not out here. Cobalt, iron, and gold. Right here on the edge. Well, the gold isn't less than useful compared to the other two, but the other two are requirements. So let's go ahead and tag this one. Earth-like. Ice lake. Iron. Cobalt. Gold. Get some nice basic exploration done. More silicon in the side of the hill, more magnesium in the side of the hill, more nickel up on the hill. Yeah, that's not for us over there. Ideally, what I would find is an iron nickel silicon. I could then go to build near it and lots of gold. Hey, silver. That's important. GPS. New from current. Earth-like. Ice Lake. AG, comma, AU. So far, our best bet has been where that iron and cobalt was, but without nickel, it's not a great spot either. More silicon and magnesium. So I want to mine as little stone as possible. I mean, I don't care if I dig out huge amounts of stone. I just don't want to actually use the stone for anything other than concrete. Past the absolute minimum we need. Silicon, magnesium, and ice. That has been a very common refrain. Why can't I just find some iron, nickel, cobalt? That's what we want to find. Iron, nickel, cobalt. We've spent almost the full first day in game looking for a safe place to build our base. I think that's safe is the right term. But nickel, magnesium, and I guess silicon. Look at that. It's almost like I knew exactly what was going to pop up right there. Copy. Neutral current. Control paste. There we go. Onward we go. There's cobalt, was back up on land. It's raining. It's making us funner. Silicon again. Magnesium and nickel. Good question. Is that nickel from a separate deposit or is it part of the same one? So I guess part of the same one. So I just pulled a UE for no reason. I was hoping maybe there was an iron nickel deposit right next to the other one and I'd get everything I want in one spot. No, not yet. Come on. Nope. Still not seeing it. Well, that is a divot there between the ice and land, ain't it? Okay, well, looks like we've made a full circuit of the lake. I just need to get the middle of the lake looked at. And the weather is making this really hard to do. That supply post is not. It's ways off the ice, though. Alright, well, I guess we will head well, we got magnesium and silicon. Love you, Angel. Well, I guess we will have to set up over here by the iron and cobalt because they are more important than nickel. I mean, by far, iron is more important. And we'll have to rely on stone until we can get built up to our basic refinery, which we knew we were going to have to do anyway because your survival kit can't refine ores, it can only refine stone. So we'll use our survival kit to get to there, and then we will be going after nickel the hard way. Alright, iron, gold, and cobalt. Let's position ourselves pretty much right next to the iron. And this spot right here looks to be as close to iron as you can go. So this is where the base will be. Production. Start off with 100 steel plate. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oops, that's. Four. I guess it was attached, it just didn't look like it did. And let's make this side the axis side. And make over here be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That needs interior plate. And actually, hold on. WIND. Takes one more motor to be stackable than does the regular, so we'll definitely do stackable. It's worth it to me. Alright, now. And building out on the ice also keeps me that much less tempted to just slap down giant drills into the dirt and break our dirt rules.
Inventory full. And now I lost my spot. There it is. Yes, I expect this will actually end up making a pretty decent sized hole in the ground. And yes, I could speed up my process by actually digging down some rather than flying straight across, but or digging off right off the surface. But
Ooh. There's a small hydrogen tank, though. I need the small hydrogen tank. No, you're the oxygen tank. So where's the small hydrogen tank hiding? There. Oh, well, I don't have a... Oh, heaven. Oh, I put on left progression on. That makes me frustrated on a whole different set of ways. We talked about that, and I said, oh, I guess I'll do it. Yeah, I should not have done it. Gee. Construction components. Because the reason I said I could, if I went down further rather than just dig right on the surface like this, it would go faster because the dirt right on the surface gives less stone per click than does the stone layer once you get a little deeper.
Inventory full.
Ouch. All right. Getting there, getting there.
Fuel low.
All right.
Inventory full.
Whoosh. That's really that will let us get this done. Well, at least done-ish. Actually, I already have it on my inventory bar. Alright, we want to put you. Really? I want to put you right about here. And you right about there. And you right about there. When these three are done, we will have to stop using stone to mine. I'll have to stop mining stone. I mean, obviously, you can't. Never mind. You know what I meant. I have to actually start going after ores once I get the basic refinery built. That's what I'm trying to say.
Inventory full. Fuel low.
Well, that's not great.
Fuel critical. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Really? It bounced me higher than I've been flying.
Inventory full.
I also really desperately need a H2O2.
Inventory full.
So I don't know how long
Inventory full.
that small H tank is going to hold out, but I have a feeling it won't hold out forever.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Fuel low.
Of course it is.
Fuel critical. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Well, there went a unknown signal. At least I hope. I don't know what else it could possibly be at this point in the game, but
Inventory full.
all right. Now that. That's not great timing. I will take your meat, however. Fine, go around front and do it. And find the recharge and heal spot. Northwest. Alright. Which direction is this? Northwest. Northeast. Alright. So we went north to northeast. Well, we've managed to go all the way through the ice.
Inventory full.
Alright, now we have some iron. Yes, I know, I picked up a fair amount of stone, and I'm going to end up doing it a couple more each time while I'm still hand mining. But you also notice that I didn't put the stone in the basic refinery. I only put the stone in the survival kit. So I'm staying true to what I said. Dogs are getting noisy. Shut that door. Now, finish that out. Start this one. Cut a long way, actually. Let's drop the iron in here. That will definitely help with that. Alright, back down the hole we go. Where's the cobalt at from here, by the way? to the right and down, significantly down. Alright.
Inventory full.
I can see that. I can work with that. Getting more iron than I am stone now. I'll be down again.
Inventory full.
See, almost no stone now.
Inventory full.
Loads and loads of it. Why aren't you building more construction components then?
Inventory full.
Need my pistol. That's 3 of those jerks. Two of them down. 1 to go. Where's it at? Oh, there's another one out there. It's just computers holding me back now. I think I hit it too square. I might go get through this the way I wanted to.
Inventory full.
Alright.
Energy low.
Alright, let's grab some health while we're out here. And we best eat. Alright, fine. Down we go. Eventually the stone will turn blue. Let's see. Come on. Any minute now. Within 20 meters of the center of it, it should turn blue anytime. May have made a small mistake and gotten too high. Yeah, they may be coming in from above, not. There, we finally got it. Cobalt is very important.
Inventory full.
Because that's grids. Which are necessary for cargo. Okay. Production. Got some part of you I want to be working. Actually, you can hold on to the grapple. Be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. I'll be careful. I don't want to get that welded too far and not be able to get back to the... I guess I can always grind it back out. Why aren't you making me get my 4 grids? That's why. There's the right button. Helps if you hit the right button, Brainiac. Boom. Okay. Now. Step number... whatever the next step is. Okay. make this thing big enough to actually be useful to mine. Does not need to be as big as some of the ones I've built in the past because, well, it don't need anything that big. We just need to be able to transport mining materials to here. The main thing I want to do is move these. Control G. Move this back one. Let's go down one to be able to go back one. Okay, I see how they did it. They mounted it on the bottom of the block here. Control G. Oh, they didn't mount it on the bottom of this block. They mounted it on the side of that block.
Low. Ding, 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 ding. I need to go to here and go height offset. Over here, do the same thing. I'll raise those back ones up in there. It should let me point at them and go add a wheel. There we go. And now 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. These two do not steer. There we go, that should be a trick. Low. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 1
we go. Now what I desperately need is silicon and nickel. Alright. Well, this thing doesn't turn worth a darn now. Okay. WHE. These two here. Let's drop your friction way down so that I can steer. Nickel and silicon. That end of the lake has tons of it. Wait, why is there silicon right here? Magnesium, silicon, ice. Give me the nickel. No nickel. Okay, nickel, magnesium, silicon. Nickel. 30, 20, 19, 14. Come on, turn yellow. Like that.
Inventory full.
Oh.
Inventory full.
thinking we will build a different kind of miner than I typically build. Built a few of them over the years, but I think we're going to do one this time for sure. I think we'll build plunge miners. That way we just set ourselves directly over the top of whatever we want, turn on the drills, and giggle maniacally. I do one more good load, I think. You don't need as much nickel as you do iron, but motors take up a lot of nickel.
Inventory full.
Alright, now the silicon. Silicon is important unless I want to starve to death. Wait. Did I run out of room already? This thing's already full. All the way full, isn't it? Crud. Alright, let's go dump our nickel off. The sun is up. We absolutely need to put up our algae farms. And you get to hear me complain about the algae to kelp thing again. If you haven't heard back, Grant, be prepared. Just note there is a legitimate difference between algae and kelp. Algae is a single-celled organism, grows in water. Kelp is some type of seaweed, which also grows in water but is a multi-celled organism. Large difference between the two. So for the very short term, G-A-L-G, we'll just throw one right on top. Might actually get one of them put up. Well, that beats starving to death. Everything cycles were underpowered. Now, I know I've explained in the past, but I'll explain again. The reason why I do not view using the stackable, why I view this as not a, why I don't view this as anything that breaks vanilla. For starters, these use, what is it, more motors than the standard ones. But if I want to put 5 standard ones on top of this post, all I have to do is this, and then lay these on their side around it. And I accomplish the same thing that stacking 5 of these vertically would accomplish. At the cost of 5 steel plate versus 10 motors. So it's actually doing this way is actually more expensive resource-wise than zero frictional. I need to be able to turn. Alright, we're making algae, which, mystery known to absolutely nobody, will turn into kelp when we get back to making food. Yes, I know. It should not bother me so much, but it drives me absolutely nuts. I wish it didn't. Really, I do. But, oh, it drives me bonkers. I wouldn't mind if they called them algae crisps. I wouldn't mind if they were kelp farms. But you can't turn algae into kelp. They aren't the same thing. Unlike the nickel, this silicone is down in stone.
Inventory full.
Pretty sure that's a nickel right there. Yep. Let's just double checking.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
You know what? Oh, look, there's a little bit here. This way I don't lose the spot. I can see it. Spot where both silicon and nickel are accessible by a single hole. That works for me.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
How full is this? We got room for another couple trips, actually.
Inventory full.
There's a load of nickel, because why not?
Inventory full.
There we go. It's acting like it's all the way full. It's acting like it's all the way full. So out of here we go. So now we have the bare minimum to keep ourselves alive. Come on. Why not? Go where I want you to. Alright, close enough. Alright. Now, algae farm. It has made one. So I one algae farm by itself. It's probably not going to do anything more than barely keep me from dying. Which means our next step is to make a tracking array twelve, 13, 14. GROTO. Why can't I build a rotor? Show me the rotor. And rotor sitting behind battery. Oh, well, that's could be worse. Rotor. Check. Hinge. Check. Oh no, ideally this would be conveyored. This needs to be conveyored because of those, because it made everything more complicated. Okay, well then, and so actually just make me move that. Two, three, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Darn it. And I looked over, saw how little health or food I have.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Okay.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
That'll give me 12. Half of one.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Still better than 75%. It's doing better than I thought it would. One, two, three. turret controller. Alright, now G. Want this kind and that kind. Okay, I want this kind going this way. And this kind going this way.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Detector components. Why am I not getting those? I need nickel. Alright. Now while that gets going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. It's the nickel that we're holed up on. Actually, I have every component to make this start following the sun already. Just not a reason to do that yet. Oh yeah. Almost there. we are currently out of food. A-L. Haha! It's not real food yet. But it is food production. Are we out of silicone? Here's my fears. We're gonna run out of silicone really bloody soon. We're gonna run out of silicone before we finish building all these, I think, but we will have already got to the point where we are, you know, that's what I want. It's this that we're held up on. Alright, custom turret. This is azimuth. This is the side to side, so this is the rotor. Elevation, this is the hinge. Camera, this is the camera. And always aim at sun on. Well, of course it didn't do anything. Probably need to do... where's it at? There we go. It ain't perfect, but not bad for still on our second sunrise. Or our first actual sunrise. Okay. We have the start of the ability to survive. Haha!
Fuel low.
1, 2, 3,
Fuel critical.
4, 5, 6, 7. Ow. Okay, so production. Let's cancel all this. Oops, I wanted those. Yeah, production has exactly enough to finish everything above me. Ta-da! Alright, I do believe we need to make another run for the other side. Ha 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 ha, we're gaining food now. At least while it's daytime. Yes, that has silicon, but no, it did not have nickel. Okay. Stop on the way, get a load of nickel.
Inventory full.
There we go. Then a load of silicon.
Inventory full.
Some more silicon. And some more silicon, and some more silicon. Before they put in the Apex Survival patch, silicon was something that you never even
Full.
cared about. Never mind it. I literally can't think of one time when I did it outside of this stone I gathered. I'll admit, I don't think I played any time when I was being as anti-stone mining as I am this time, but you don't need silicon in comparison to the other minerals before.
Inventory.
But with the implementation of Apex Survival, the need for silicon grew exponentially because of the food requirements, especially since it is your starting food requirement is silicon. You won't survive if you don't mine enough silicon to put algae farms out. Alright, now how's that? Oh, I gyroed it. Okay, well that's different. Definitely didn't mean to gyro it. Whee! Alright, I'll have to remember that. Alright. That's how you stay alive.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
There you go. It's a long way down to that cobalt.
Inventory full.
Right. All right, one. Looks like we're low on steel tubes. We ran out of iron. There's a little bit of stone in here I need to pull out. Since we said we would not run stone through the refinery. We'll be running iron through it, however. Stone over there. And find... It's not there. There. The problem with living down in this on this lake is going to be that there are mountains around us, which is going to minimize the amount of time that we have full sun. And obviously there are ways around fixing that. Notably, put so many of them out that you put out enough of the let's see. Yeah, that's working on it. It's also worth noting that it's completely out of iron again.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Just load up
Inventory
on
full.
iron. I'm one of those people who found space engineers totally by accident. I can say that before I played Space Engineers, I didn't play
Inventory
Space
full.
Engineers or anything even in the genre. I was never a big survival guy. I'm trying to think if I'd even played Ark before I played Space Engineers. Because I think I had. I think I'd played a little bit of Ark. Got into Ark. It was from, but not again. Not. It's not something I just said. Ooh, that looks cool. Let's play that. I was a hardcore RPG player when I found Space Engineers, and my library is so much bigger because of it. It sounds Space is a very niche. Seems like it's a very niche kind of game, you know? I mean, it is. Space Engineers is definitely a niche game. There is not a lot of... I mean, there's a reason there's not many competitors for it. But it's also a successful game. And one that the fun is... To say there's fun to be had is an understatement. There are things that I do that are... Oh, we've lost our daylight. Oh no. Actually, it's not a huge deal at this point. I'm actually far enough along I could even do this and just... Okay, why can't I just build a bed? Beds are hidden behind interior wall. Well, here, let me build an interior wall. There. Oh, look, a bed. Oh, looky here. Wow, we are really... Silicon is primary need. Yeah. Now, the only reason I really don't care about doing this at this point is, and the reason we haven't done it thus far is, to this point, we were on a clock. Because we needed algae to produce so that we could eat. However, I have one and I just made 5 more. It's just, it's not an issue at this point. See, I had enough that I could have stayed up all night without running out and still had enough to start into the next day. So, it cost me, it gained me nothing other than light for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. To sleep in that bed. Next step would be looking for food sources. Figuring out what that food radar mod was. I can't remember. Yeah, we're going to be in great shape food-wise now. Just a matter of getting enough silicon to finish out the bulletproof glass. Okay, so we have food. We have minimal power. We could add a little bit of power here as well as we wanted to, but we're going to start worrying about collisions if I'm not careful. We should move the survival kit. Now, looking at where the survival kit is on the car, how do we keep the car from having, I want to fall apart issues? we go. That on both sides. All right. Well, protection. The only thing I want you to have on you at the moment is that. Well, my alarm telling me time for today is just about over. Just went off. So let's get this. Put back together. Why can't I build conveyors? I can't. Why did... I don't understand. Must have mistyped something. I would never! That's called sarcasm, boys and girls. For heaven's sake. And come on, give me my tubes. There. All right. Now it's put back together in such a way it's not going to fall apart when we drive it. Actually, there's more cargo now, too. But, until next time, that's what we're going to call it for today. We have food. We have power. We have our basic mining facility. We have access to the basic ores. Now it's just a matter of going and finding the rest of the foodstuffs. And then we can start farming and all of that. Oh, come on. Fine. I'll do it the other way, and you can't stop me. There you go. Why they are red, I don't understand. Must be powered and underpowering. It's alright, we'll figure it out next time. Can't even see my character there. There, you put it right like that. Well, as I said, we will be back next week on Tuesday to continue this series of Prototech hunting. Until next time, or I'll be back next time to continue the series Prototech Hunter. We stream Tuesdays and Thursdays here on YouTube from 12:30 to 3:30-ish. I also stream from 10 to noon Tuesdays and Thursdays on Space Engineers 2 over on Twitch. I hope you join me in both places. Until next time, I'm the Blind Gaming Guy. I hope your days go great.